Hello, friends. Welcome to month 6, our final month. You did it. You made it all the way through. As you can tell from my surroundings, I am not in my sewing room. I have spent more time in hotels since June than I have at home. Therefore, you're not going to see my finished quilt this time. I'm so sorry, but you are going to see a finished quilt. This is what my design wall looks like when I left home, and I won't be back to be able to tackle it until late tomorrow afternoon. But I didn't want to make you wait because I do have a surprise for you. All right, but before I get to the surprise, month 6, there's nothing new that you haven't tackled before, so everything is easy for you. You've done all the hard work already. You know how to do it. All you've got to do is put those 4 blocks together, then sew those together with the joining 4 blocks to make the section of 8, and then sew that section of 8 to the other section of 8 you've already got put together. And you are ready to go. When you are finished with the whole thing, if you want to take a little victory lap around the edge of your quilt just to kind of tack it all down, if you're not going to be quilting it soon, about 1/8 of an inch in, you can just do a little basting stitch all the way around to hold it all together. If you don't want to do that and you're about to quilt it, go for it. I'm probably going to do one around mine this time. I don't always, but I may be getting to send mine off for someone to make a extra special. So if I do send it off, I will do that. If not, and I'm quilting it myself, I won't worry about that. But anyway, all right. So I was able to get a special guest to join us, amazing quilter. She doesn't quilt for the public, so I'm trying to twist her arm to quilt mine, but she does quilt for legit kids, and she's amazing at what she does. And so, without further ado, I'm going to let you hear from Amy Swanson.
Everybody, we have a treat for you. I finagled my way into talking Amy into coming in and telling us. I begged. Come talk to us about how she does an amazing job of quilting for legit kits. And so she has quilted the legit kits quilt that hangs in the booth, or was in the booth I was just in, and it's stunning and it's amazing. So I wanted you guys to learn from the best, because I'm not going to be able to show you how to quilt this thing. We'd have to do an all over edge design, and this one is too pretty for that. So everybody, welcome Amy.
Hi there. Hi there.
So Amy, tell people how they can find you on social media.
Sure. My name's Amy Swanson. I go by the BoozyQuilter on most of the social medias. Facebook, I have my real name. But yeah, I've got YouTube. Most of my stuff I do on TikTok, Instagram. Yeah, that's most of it.
And so TikTok, you're also Boozy Quilter as well, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm BoozyQuilter everywhere online.
Okay.
So.
Excellent. That should be easy to remember and easy to find you. So that's good.
All one word.
All one word. Love it. That's perfect. All right. So tell us a little bit about maybe your experience in quilting, how you came about quilting for legit, or,
Sure.
you know.
Sure. I have been sewing since I was single digits.
Wow.
We'll leave it there. I've been the first quilt that I made. It's in the studio here somewhere. I came across it the other day. 4-H project when I was like 9, maybe 10. You know what? Those points came together really nice.
That's impressive.
But I don't think batting was something I had available to me, and it's tied.
Oh,
And you know, it is what it is, and it still exists.
that's amazing.
I have been quilting. I picked up quilting probably about the time that my son was born, almost 25 years ago. I did some quilts before then, but that's when I really kind of picked up doing it. And I've been long arming for 7, 8, maybe 10 years. I can't remember exactly when I got my first long arm. All of the long arming that I've done has been free motion stuff. I've not had a machine that does any of the automated stuff. It's all free motion.
That makes it even more impressive that you
And
were doing it yourself.
I can't doodle with a pen and paper to save my life, but I have fun with the long arm, and especially the one I have right now. Apparently we talked real nice to each other,
Oh, that's
and she
nice.
gives me nice good she helps me make nice things sometimes.
Well, the two of you together make beautiful quilts. That's all I'm
Oh,
saying.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Stunning
Yeah. And
quilts.
I've been working with Legit since well, I was the first tester I did was in the end of 2021. I did Big Hummer. That's the one that's currently going. Ended up selling that one to Legit a couple years ago.
Nice.
And I've been an ambassador now for a couple years.
And that's
Last
where
year,
I met you, is as an
yes.
ambassador for Legit.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. And last year, I did a whole bunch of samples for them. So a lot of the samples that are hanging in the booth are some of the ones that I've done.
So do
I
you do the piecing and then the quilting on those samples?
yes, usually they'll want, you know, they were trying to catch up with some older stuff, so they would want several tops done but one finished. So they would send the other tops on to other quilters so that it wouldn't just be like the same one several times.
Yeah.
It'd be, you know, somebody else's interpretation of what quilting could be done
That's
on
a good
there.
idea.
So,
Cool. Well, I personally like your interpretation.
oh, thank you. Thank you.
I'm a fan. Can you guys tell I'm a fan girl? I'm like, oh, baby's gonna talk to us.
Oh boy.
No pressure, no pressure.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll remember that.
So what about a Starry Night? How did you decide how you wanted to quilt that? Because the quilting is beautiful.
Thank you. I like to use my quilting with Legit ones to kind of enhance whatever is going on in it. And with Starry Night, obviously it's an oil painting, so you're going to see brush strokes. So I used the quilting to enhance the swirls in the sky and all of the texture that's on the original. So that's how I did that. I have it right here. Do you want to see it? I have my version.
Absolutely. Yes,
Now
absolutely.
my version is a little bit smaller because it got printed out at about 75% size. So
Oh,
it's
so
only
you
this
had
big.
some teeny tiny pieces.
It is teeny tiny. But you can see I kind of, and I think the one that is in the booth is very similar. But I just kind of made
Yeah,
swirls to
that
kind of
looks so
accentuate
good.
that. And then the big tree is just,
Yeah.
excuse me, sorry,
I know that's quite
swirls
all right.
up and down, or
Oh,
up
yeah.
and down just to kind of accentuate the height. And then the village, it was all too tiny to do individually, but
Oh,
it's just swoops. Let's see from the back. Sometimes you can see it better from the back.
oh yeah. Oh
So
yeah,
you
I
can
can
see
see
the
that. You can
swoops.
definitely see that better from the back
Yeah.
side.
And there's can you
Oh yeah,
see?
you can see it kind of going up and
Yeah.
down there. Oh, that looks so good.
But that's how I approach them. I just kind of like to add in it, like the Scorpio behind me,
Uh-huh.
the sun. I did a mandala kind of thing over the sun,
Oh,
and
that's
then did flames or sunbeams out
out. I
through
love
all of the yellow area, and then just kind of added to his scales, and then the added kind of sand swirls.
Oh yeah, in the bottom.
So
Well, that's awesome.
he's pinned to the
Well,
wall, so he's a little harder to pull forward.
yeah, yeah, he's hanging up.
Yeah.
Well, do you sketch all this out? Like I've heard some people talk about
Sometimes I'll take and I'll put, you know, the
yeah.
paper in a plastic sleeve. You put it in paper sleeve like you would put into a 3-room binder.
Uh-huh.
Dry erase marker over that so that you can kind of what we'll do, and then you can
So go like that.
So I will do that sometimes, and sometimes I'll load it on the frame, and I will just stare at it, literally stare at it for a while until something speaks to me, until I figure out something, and it's all, you know. Sometimes the ones that have a lot of like triangular areas behind them,
Yeah.
I'll use different motifs in each little colored section. You know, I
Oh,
might do hearts in
okay.
this one and flowers in this one, do some, you know, clouds over there.
Just whatever comes to you.
Whatever comes to this little crazy brain.
I love that. I'm not the only one with one of those.
Yes.
Cool.
One of the first ones that I really did was my Sculliver. And I called it my ADHD one because like, oh, let's do this. Oh, coffee beans over here. Oh, this. It was that Sculliver's brain is full of the
all kinds of.
Yeah, all of my insanity.
That's amazing. That's so cool. Is there anything that you've done, or I guess like, let's think, Starry Night. Was there anything that you did and you're like, oh no, I didn't like that, or I should have done anything differently, or
not necessarily with Starry Night, but there's always where you're like, what was I thinking? I was planning on doing this, and my brain just made me do that.
And my hands just went somewhere different.
Yeah, my hands did not. We there was a communication lapse, and depending on how odd that communication lapse is, sometimes the seam ripper comes out. But more often than not, if you've ever had to tear out something on a long arm, it's got to be really bad for me to tear it out.
Exactly. It's
just
a lot of work to tear
slow.
out something on a long arm.
Yeah, because I usually stitch at like 13 stitches an inch.
Oh,
because, because to get those nice curves, you got you can't have big stitches. It just doesn't flow nicely. So
well, that's a really good tip. So 13 stitches per inch.
Yeah, 12 to 13.
12 to 13.
Okay. If I rarely, but sometimes will, like David is he's just straight lines. Because I stared at him and stared at him and stared at him, and he's double-sided, and I couldn't figure out how I was going to make it all
match up.
And he's straight lines. He's vertical.
It looks amazing,
lines.
I'm sure.
And with straight lines, I'll make a bigger stitch. There's no reason to have 13 stitches an inch when you're doing straight line. That's just.
So what would you do? Would that be 11 inch? 11?
Actually, I think I probably went down to like 9 for that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to have itsy bitsy stitches.
Mm-hmm. So what if someone is nervous about doing the brush strokes and those swirls of Starry Night? Do you think a straight stitch across would be okay, or what do you think?
There is, in art, there is nothing that is wrong.
I love that.
It is what calls to you. And if you are afraid that you're going to mess it up, straight lines. Absolutely. Yeah. Modern quilting and straight line matchstick quilting, they go hand to hand nicely together. Mm. There's nothing saying that you have to be insane like me. But
it should be fun.
But yeah, so yeah, and there's nothing saying that you have to. I usually change colors way too much.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask too. Yeah. So like on Starry Night, how many different colors?
On Starry Night, I did not use a lot of colors. I used gray and black. I think I only used 2 colors on it.
Oh, wow.
Maybe 3. But I've had quilts where I've used 30 some different colors.
Wow.
And when I did confetti, every color got used.
Wow. I love that. That's a lot of color.
There's a lot of color change. Sometimes it's just, I'm going to use a lighter neutral on the light stuff and a darker neutral on the dark stuff. And sometimes I go all out and change colors all over the place. Sculliver, I know I change colors all over the place. Monarch, I change colors all over the place. I have a book downstairs that
you kind of
keep track of everything. And
that's
how many colors did I use on this? How many stitches were in this?
Well, that's good, because if you like something, you always go back to it.
Right.
Like, I did this. That turned out really well. I'm going to do it again.
Right.
So in Starry Night, would you suggest just keeping the gray in the background, or would you do like some yellow in the sun?
I wish, and I don't know, I don't remember how I did it on the one that's at Legit.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
I can't remember either.
I slept a few days since I saw it.
That's okay. And if I were to do this again, I would use yellows in the yellow parts.
Okay.
I would use more colors in it. I would have done more of a blue for the background and for the sky instead of the gray.
But it doesn't look gray when you show that to us. I
Right.
don't see gray.
Right. And
I just see the color of the
that's
quilt.
what I have to remind myself too when I'm going this color blue or this color blue.
Yeah.
It really doesn't matter a whole lot sometimes what color you use, unless if you really want your quilting to stand out, you want to use something that contrasts.
Okay.
If you want your quilting to recede to the background, then you want it to match. And if Legit has so many colors in their quilts, which I love, but it then throws that, okay, what color am I going to do this in?
Right. Yeah.
Am I going to do it this color here and this color there and this color here, or do I just go?
Well, I was thinking you probably did the background in blue, but when you held that up, I couldn't tell that that's
no,
gray.
it's
looks,
like actually like a medium gray.
Yeah, it looks amazing, and it doesn't take away from the design. That's what I think is so beautiful about what you do is you complement all this hard work we've done to put these legit kits together, and the designing is beautiful as is. And then your quilting just complements it. So I don't know if I probably would have done what you said, fought forever over this blue, that blue, what blue, but that gray looks amazing.
Thank you.
So, cool. So speaking of thread, what kind of thread do you use? Do you have a recommendation? Or
my long arm likes Superior So Fine.
Oh, okay, perfect.
That's what I use. She's happy with it. That's what I feed her.
Whatever keeps her happy.
Whatever keeps her happy, we go with. There isn't a significant price difference between the ones that I've looked at. I have tried with her using the Glide ones. Once she didn't like it. It was too slippery.
My machine did not like Glide at all. Everybody raves about it, but mine didn't like it.
Some people have wonderful luck with Glide. I have not had wonderful luck with Glide. So that's that. I feed her what she likes.
Hey, that's important. I would too. Keep her happy, and so she keeps working beautifully for you.
Yes.
I love that. When you piece legit, do you use So Fine as well when you piece, or?
I use Aerolock, Madeira Aerolock.
Oh.
It is very fine. It's actually, I think, a serger thread.
Oh,
but it's so very, very fine.
Yeah.
Yes. I've got white, light gray, dark gray, black. And then when I was down in Houston, I picked up a box that had different colors in it. I usually tried to tone. I go by tone. Like,
yeah, that's a good
this one. And I have a second machine set up from when, what did I just made one anyways.
You made koi, right?
Koi. And all of the white, yes. All of the white areas, where the flowers are, and the white areas on the fish. I have white thread set up in this machine. I'm fortunate that I have multiple machines. So I had one machine with white thread in it and one machine with kind of a medium gray in it. And that's what I did for everything.
That's really smart. I have one small machine that used to be my only machine that I now take to like retreats and gigs and things. I should just pull that out on koi and keep white thread in that, and then
yeah. Yeah, because I was like, I'm going to have to keep threading and unthreading and threading and unthreading. And then I looked over there. I'm like, I have a featherweight right over there. So she's sitting here.
That's
white thread in her.
That's a good idea. That's such a good idea. Okay, I'm going to remember that. So that's a super, super good, good trick.
That's why we collect all the old machines, right?
Absolutely. And, it's a good excuse. Oh, I need to get out another machine.
Yeah, I mean, I could have had a third machine out that had black thread in it for some of the really dark areas, but
and that one is interesting, and that's the next class we're doing too. So Nina and I are doing a koi class, so I'm going to make sure to share those tips as well with them. That's good advice.
Yeah.
And Nina does all of her piecing on. She has a little peridot color because her birthday's in August, Singer Featherweight, and that's what she does all her legit quilts on.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, when anybody asks me, I would like, this is like 80 weight thread that I
Okay.
use because I have submitted things to quilt shows before, and I think this one is even done with the regular weight thread because it's an older one. And especially when you get all of those seams that come together and you press
Mhm.
them out, you see those stitches.
I don't like to see those
I
stitches.
don't like to see those stitches either. And
No.
I've gotten binged by judges before because they could see my stitches and they didn't like that there was, lighter thread in a darker area. And
Yeah. No, I think that's a good way to solve it. And I
yeah,
use 80 weight thread when I'm piecing, but I use the Wonderfield Deco Box thread.
uh-huh.
Have you ever used that? Or
I have not. I've
okay.
not played with
But
that one.
it's similar to what
Yeah.
you just had. It's really thin, but really
Uh-huh.
strong. And
Yes.
I've actually even started quilting with that. So I may have to send you some and see if you want to play with it and see what you
Yeah.
think. So just so if you want to play with something else and see how it works.
Uh-huh.
But hey,
Are
when you
you
know what
coming
you're looking.
to AQS Columbus?
No, I wish I'm not able to. I wish I would, because then I could just bring you a little treat. And maybe I could bring my quilt top. I could sweet talk you. What's your favorite kind? Well, I know BoozyQuilter, so maybe it's not chocolate quilter. So I need to think about what I could bribe you. I love it. I love it. But that's really good advice about the
Yeah.
thread. And I mean, everybody should listen to you because look behind you at all those ribbons you have. So, and you showed me more. That's not even all of them. So, lots of ribbons over there.
They're
So,
hiding over there.
yeah, I'm so glad you shared this with us because
No
that's
problem.
super helpful. And I learned something from you all the time in the ambassador group and in our testing groups. And so I thought,
Uh-huh.
I need you to come talk to folks about this. So I appreciate that. Any other like tips or tricks you can think of that might help
Just have
someone
fun.
new? Just have fun.
Have
That's the
fun.
best advice, right?
Yeah. I
If
mean,
it's not
these
fun,
yeah,
do it right.
these are fun. And yeah, like I mean, if you're trying to figure out how you want to quilt it, put it in a page sleeve, dry erase marker, and doodle on it and see what's going to work for me. What do I like? Dry erase marker wipes right off those page sleeves so that you can, get that idea of what I want to do, what I don't want to do.
I love it. I love it. And what about someone that doesn't have a long arm? Do you have any tips for someone that might be trying to quilt this on
I
their?
have not quilted one of the legits on my domestic machine.
Mhm.
Absolutely can be done. I mean, I
Just
I
take a
haven't
step.
done much quilting on my domestic machine in
Well, once you get a
quite a
nice
while.
long
Once,
arm
yeah,
like you
once
have,
once you get the long arm, you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna
no,
go with the long arm.
no,
It's
no,
yeah,
no.
it's a wonderful privilege to have those.
You and your long arm. Do you have a name for your long arm?
I don't. I have names for most of my machines, but she doesn't have a machine. She doesn't have a name.
She
I,
needs a name. She
she
needs a name.
does. She
Maybe people
does.
could vote in as I don't know, because y'all make a really good team, right?
We do make a good team. We do make a good team.
I love it. I love it. All right. Well, I just appreciate you taking your
Thank
time
you.
to meet with us and share your expertise. And I will be in touch too.
Yes.
And of course, I see you in the ambassador group and stuff, but I will be asking you other questions because I learned so much from you. So I appreciate it very much.
Not a problem. Not a problem. I'm here whenever.
All right. I love it. Well, thank you so much for
Well, thank you
joining
for
us.
having me.
I appreciate it. I just wanted people to have some ideas and ideas from the expert because
Oh.
the piecing I got down, but I'm still learning that part. So I do a lot of edge to edge, and I know Starry Night is not worthy of an edge to edge design. So that's why I'm glad you could come in and join us. So,
Yes, no problem.
all right, awesome. Well, thanks so much.
Wasn't that amazing? I hope that she has inspired you on how to quilt your Starry Night, given you some ideas. And again, there's really no right or wrong way to do it. So I believe I've twisted her arm to get her to quilt mine. So I'm going to package it up and send it off to her. And then when I get it back, I'll do a final little unboxing and show you a close up of my Starry Night. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you have learned a lot along the way. And I'll see you when my quilt comes back. Stay legit, friends.